puddle flange rock top. You may have heard of the term. So I'm just installing these. So that is what they're called, a rock top. But these are an essential element to ensuring your bathroom stays waterproof long term. So I'll kind of explain how these work and what the purpose of these things are. But we have a pipe, so essentially where this is going to be where the water runs down from our bathroom. So we'll have, this is going to be shower with a fixed piece of panel glass. Shower heads up there, and then we're going to have our strip drain that'll run all the way along the back, and all the water's going to taper to this one corner. So with this, what we do is we use the pipe cutter. So this is a pipe cutter. Essentially when the pipes are hanging up out, we can actually stick this down the pipe. So for example, like this through here, and then we can actually cut this pipe off where we need to. So we don't have to try and cut it off in the concrete. That is our little tricky tool for that. And then what we do now is basically grind this into the floor so that this will sit the lowest point in the shower, and it actually pushes down and in. So that'll get glued in. So we use our plumbing glue, and then we Sikaflex all underneath here. So that'll really start to seal this edge up. Now, the reason why you cannot just, I'll get this back here. With the one hand I've got. You do not ever waterproof to these. If we get a bit of pipe movement, or you get something move or something happen, but you're just gonna tear your waterproofing straight up. So if we just waterproof this down and straight in, it's just gonna tear. So if your waterproofer isn't using these or something similar, I suggest you get a new waterproofer. But yeah, this is just so when we actually waterproof onto the floor and down to here, we've got a nice smooth transition. We've got this mechanical clip as well. So once we waterproof to this edge, what will happen is this will actually clip in like that, and that actually locks our waterproofing on as well. So we're not just relying on our waterproofing sticking to our PVC, but also got this mechanical clip to help hold it as well. So I've used a floor grinder with a vacuum attachment. We grind this in down below our floor height. We glue this in, and then once all that's glued in, we would then go and bed our floors. So we've set this recess down 50 mil. So in all our new houses now, we do a 50 mil step down. Ideally in renos, if we can do it, we will do it if we're doing extensions, but it doesn't always work in our favor working with old houses. So we all sometimes quite often we end up with a 50 mil step up. But that's why we set this down. We'll then build all this back up with like a mortared bed, and then everything will taper this corner. This gets glued in, and then our tiler uses this to adjust his height. So what this will do, we don't normally use these drains. This will be a strip drain through here, and he'll just drill a hole down into here. But this is essentially so he can set, this is adjustable height. So he can pick this up. So if we're using this drain, we can basically set this up, and he can pull this up to height to wherever he needs to suit his tile height. So fully adjustable. Yeah, it's a crucial thing to making sure your bathroom stays waterproof is using these. I'm going to keep cutting these in. I've got another 4 to do, another 3 to do, and then start setting up for bedding mix. So, but that is the purpose of a rock top.